fois de plus, salut et bienvenue. Je suis Christophe Bongo. I am with Mpoza. If you watch part one of this, yes, we did not change because we're still in the studio. We talked about CAF Champions League. Now we are talking about the PSL. Oh my God. Oh my God. The first game is tomorrow. The original. Some people, they claim, no, that is the derby. No. This is the original derby. This is just the first game I watched in South Africa. It was 1990 at FNB. And a friend of mine, Robert Marawa, took me to the stadium. The very first South African game I watched. And a gentleman called Kaizer Peterson, he scored. And I jumped because it was a good goal. And we were sitting with the Orlando Pirates supporters.
You made it home. Oh, you're a lucky bugger, huh?
Robert Marawa had to take me very slowly and they speak to them very nicely. Then they used to call foreigners kwere kwere. This is not a very bad term. It was a term. I said, no. Kwere kwere. He doesn't understand. So, original. Orlando Pirates, Moroka Swallows. How was the season for Moroka Swallows so far? What can you give Moroka Swallows so far when you look at the season?
Look, if you look at the table, Moroka Swallows are not doing well. After having played 11 games, they are position number 6, which is something that's good for
position number 6 in PSL. You say they're not doing well.
No, they're not doing bad because when you look,
your standard is high. Huh?
No.
Okay,
remember,
I forgot which team you support.
Go look at the history of Swallows. In the past recent stats, ever since they've come, at this time of the season, they're always at number 12, 13, 14. But now with Coach Steve Hombela, who is still building this thing, they're starting to be promising because they're not a walkover. They're turning over points, and that's what you want to be able to do. To be able to say, the pressure of the log is an enemy against you when you are at position number 9 going down. Because when you look at number 9 going down, you say, if they win and I lose, I'm in trouble. I'll give you an example. If you look at now, Kaizer Chiefs are on 17 points, and this is at number 7, right? If Kaizer Chiefs at 17 points with 13 games, if teams like TS Galaxy on number 10,
all the teams that they play 12 games,
if they win, they are all above Chiefs, and Chiefs will drop.
Wow.
Chiefs can find themselves at sitting at number 12.
So based on what you just said, what is your mark for Moroka Swallows season so far?
I'd say Swallows are on a 6.5 to a 7 in terms of out of 10.
Okay. So that's not bad.
That's not bad. And with this is that they're playing against Orlando Pirates that is not, it's not
firing.
A well-oiled machine. It's not firing, it's firing blanks. Because Pirates are firing blanks. Remember when we spoke, I said, come December, some people are going to go home to visit, some people are going to go home permanently.
Yeah.
In that basket, I put Coach Jose in there. If he doesn't do well starting there, now the tide is turning because already you've got my good friend Siyaka Jane, who's a Pirates fan, who's going, we need to win.
Say it in English. Look at the camera, tell us what you're saying now. You are saying Orlando Pirates would part way with their coach.
If results don't come?
Well, we don't have to go far. They've got 2 games. They've got against TS Galaxy and they're starting with Moroka Swallows tomorrow.
So if they don't win against
out of
Moroka
6
Swallows,
points.
Out of 6?
They've got TS Galaxy.
I give them 1.
Yeah, so if they get 1, the coach is going.
The coach must start packing. The other week he'll start packing nicely so that we can have a very good Christmas at home.
The very next game, it is on Wednesday. Amazulu, actually we have 2 beautiful games that day. Amazulu are playing against Mamelodi Sundowns. Mamelodi Sundowns, you can almost give them the 3 point already. Or should we give them 3 points already?
We're doing a nice farewell for my good friend Pro Pilani. We've come to deliver you to Amazulu, as you know you are allowed.
Why are you saying goodbye?
No, he's an Amazulu guy.
Yes, but what do you call it a goodbye? He's like he's going to get fired.
No.
Okay.
As Sundowns, he showed us appreciation before he started going to Amazulu. So now we just say it's an official ceremony where we say you're an Amazulu guy. Therefore, we would like to collect
you already get 0 points from your best friend. By the way, he's your best friend. I did not say it. He's saying it. So Amazulu Mamelodi Sundowns, 3 points to Mamelodi Sundowns.
Yes, because Sundowns have got to bounce back because they had a glitch in their last game.
Chippa, Sekhukhune. Sekhukhune is still in the Confederation Cup. They come from a win. They are playing against Chippa, who looks like they do have a huge problem, and they're playing at home. I did ask you a question earlier on. Does Sekhukhune have enough in their squad to play midweek games and weekends?
And that's what Sekhukhune have got to be able to do. So they've got a new coach in Lekgono Siema.
Yeah. Congratulations, Siema.
So with that, what has happened is that now he's got a very big win over the weekend in the Confederation Cup. Now he's going to want to be able to keep momentum because you would have seen and you would have lessons learned from the likes of Marumo Gallants. You can't do well on continental matters and forget the bread and butter at home. So Sekhukhune have got to be able to say, how do they play? They're going to need the likes of Jamie Weber to step up their game to be able to say they're winning.
Will Cape Town City go to this December as a top team that they have been? On form, there is no team close to them. Wow, if you put Mamelodi Sundowns, but they play less games, the amount of points that they collected in month of November, it is crazy.
So when you look at that, I mean, you've got Mario who's firing on all cylinders. So the best thing that could happen for them now is just to keep going. Whatever Sundowns does,
no, they're playing for number 2. You focus. Because this is what we're doing.
They'll meet Sundowns just before Christmas, by the way. So that's when they can be able to do something about it.
Do you think they're going to lose some players in January?
I think so, because if you listen to John Comites in terms of the way that he's been speaking that he's a selling team. He's going to sell his best players. Who's his best
in
player?
January?
In January. But that's what has always happened with Cape Town City.
We should not undermine Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch, for me, I think, congratulations once again. They're in the final. Hopefully this time they're going to win this final. Stellenbosch, they look like a team that is slowly, they lose a lot of good players, but they rebuild quite well.
I mean, Ashley Dupree and Teto must be thinking, we left Stellenbosch to come here to fight for trophies. Now the Stellenbosch is fighting for trophies. Did they make the right move? No, Chris, as a player, everything you do.
You know what that remind me of? Tiko Modise stay at Orlando Pirates, winning nothing. The season he moved out to Orlando Pirates.
So, and when Ashley Dupree and Mteto left and Quinica, they left, they said, no, we want to go fight for bigger things at Kaizer Chiefs. They're not fighting for anything, and now Stellenbosch is in the final. We've got to give a lot of credit to Steve Barker and his team because they've done well. They've trusted the system that they have.
What is the secret for them? Because he is the longest serving coach in PSL. By the way, people don't know that.
No, he is.
He is the longest serving coach in one club in PSL.
You must be doing something. One, you've kept the status. Because that was when they arrived on the scene, the mission was keep the status. Just keep climbing.
2, they are climbing. 3, they are selling.
3, they are selling.
Wow.
Which means for the business side, as an Arsenal fan, you would understand the Wenger way of doing business. So you want to be able to sell your best players and be able to generate revenue, but also be able to use the funding that you've got to be able. If you look at their DDC team is producing quite a lot of quality players to feed onto the first team. So there is a lot that's happening in that team.
Do you want us to go to the weekend, or we can just look at the midweek and then you're going to give me your vision of the midweek? What can we expect? We have Amazulu, Mamelodi Sundowns, we have Sekhukhune, Chippa United, we have and then Stellenbosch versus Cape Town City. That is the midweek.
That's going to be a big derby there in Cape Town. Stellenbosch and Cape Town City.
So we have 2 derbies. We have the original, which is Orlando Pirates.
I mean, and understand the people who played in that derby. You had the likes of Ace Mini at Moroka Swallows.
Yeah.
You had the likes of Sheikhs Mashaba who came from there. And Orlando Pirates on their side, they had the likes of Bazooka Sheikhs.
And Jomo.
The likes of Jomo Sono that were coming, the likes of Pototo Makanya. You can have so
many.
Why
each time I talk about the history of football, my skin just goes, hey, I'm at 2000, they don't know what football is.
Football is a beautiful thing because when you look at it, you from the one moment you can be on a high and the next moment you're on a low.
It is the only activity that takes you in that speed.
And
that is more than Formula One speed.
no, and in a very short space.
You
of
are
time.
leading 1-0 and you go to take water, you come back, the game is, you're 2-1 down.
I mean, you could be 2-1 down, but there's also the pressure of in the log you're also dropping. So so those things, I mean, you gotta look at and be able to say who's doing what, because December is gonna be a defining month. For
We'll talk about December. I've got you here for 2 or 3 more weeks. You're going nowhere. We'll talk about this. This December is bad, and Coach Dobejani told us
football can kill you a real death.
Football can kill you a real death. I don't know about the fake death, but the real death you get done in football.
Because I mean, you've got to look at what's happening. Some of the things that are happening.
Are we going to get a shock this midweek, starting tomorrow and going to Friday?
Tomorrow?
No, I'm not saying it tomorrow. I'm saying this midweek.
Yes.
Where is the big shock for you? If Moroka Swallows beat Orlando Pirates, is that a shock or the reverse is a shock? If Amazulu beat Mamelodi Sundowns, that is definitely a shock. That's what they are.
No, if you beat Sundowns, it's a shock, and I think Propilano will have a Christmas party like no other. The shock for me.
I'm feeling that Mamelodi Sundowns will lose this game.
Just feelings. Football is not played on feelings. You play football on the ground. You're starting to sound like a. When a lady says, "I feel this way," you must know that as a guy you are on a road to a beating. But I can tell you now.
I see Stellenbosch beating Cape Town City.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a joke. Okay, this is my prediction.
Mm-hmm.
Stellenbosch beating Cape Town City.
Mm-hmm.
Sekhukhune draw against Chippa United.
Sekhukhune shall win?
No, this is mine.
No, I'm just correcting you.
Amazulu draw against Mamelodi Sundowns or win. And Orlando Pirates. Orlando
Pirates. Medication. Chris is sick.
Orlando
Pirates.
And I want my prediction to be written so that we stay there. I will start. Orlando Pirates, Moroka Swallows, a draw. Amazulu, Mamelodi Sundowns, a draw or a win for Amazulu. Sekhukhune, Chippa, a draw. Stellenbosch, Cape Town, Stellenbosch. What are yours? Don't look at mine.
No, I won't look at yours. I mean,
say yours. Say yours.
So, Coach Steve Rombella shall walk away with 3 points from.
So Moroka Swallows for you win?
Yes.
Okay.
Sekhukhune shall beat Chippa United. Lekhono Losiema will get his first league in the win.
Okay.
In the league.
Stellenbosch?
No, before we go to Stellenbosch. No, yeah,
Stellenbosch, Cape Town.
Stellenbosch shall beat Cape Town City.
Okay. And the big one, Amazulu. Mamelodi Sundowns?
When was the last time Sundowns lost?
No, don't go there.
No, just
give me the prediction.
There's a form. Sundowns is going to win this thing. What's wrong with you, Chris?
You don't win football by form.
We need medication, please. If you're a doctor, please help Chris because he needs an antidote for what he's thinking.
Thank you very much for joining Fut-Afrique channel. Don't forget to subscribe for you to continue this conversation and then to talk to this man. He talks as if he knows what Mamelodi Sundowns they will do. When they lose, it's quiet.
Doesn't happen very often though.
It does happen.
When was the last?
You lost against Tip Mazembe.
Before that, when was the last loss?
But you lost against Tip Mazembe. You are not in the Black Labels final because you lost that game. You did not win MTN 8 because you lost the game. So Mamelodi Sundowns are not, like Arsenal. They are not invincible. they are human.
They're in the business of winning trophies, unlike Arsenal.
Until next time, we want you to keep joining, share this with your friend. Here we only talk football, we have fun with football. If you want to join us, you are welcome. You can sit in that chair and you can talk to me, or you can talk to Mposa, or you can talk to anybody. This is your channel. Until next time, au revoir.